shiny shoes? I said, no, I don't have time. I'm sorry, I'm busy. And I was walking fast, and many people solicited me for my business. And then finally, a young man stepped in front of me, and he said, excuse me.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen.
99, 100. He said, I said, yes.
Remember what I've requested everyone. Let us remind people who are not here. You are in a WhatsApp group where some leaders are there, but they have not yet logged in for the training. Please do that. Otherwise, we are going to get started right about now. This is your coach, your loving upline. This upline Ashraf Kasinde, and I'm connecting to you from Lilongwe. Yes, it's really very cold here. I don't know where you are, but this side is really very cold. It's cold. I wonder how I'm even managing not to put on a jacket. But anyway, today we are going to look at an interesting topic, and this is something that is really very simple, but very important. Something that I believe each and every single person, not just in network marketing, not just in business, they really need to know on how they can grow. This is a self-development program, and so we want to help you grow in your weaknesses and become a better person. In our business, there are certain things that really you need to ensure that when you are starting, major in your first year, in your first days when you are starting, you have to really do what we call, you need to observe yourself out together. They are what we call the 5 money-making activities, the things that generate income in our business. And some of them, the 5 money-making activities, this includes prospecting, that is connecting with people, building a relationship. Now, this has nothing to do, there is no difference between this kind of building relationship with the other kind of building relationship in other businesses. In life, we need to have relationship. We need to connect with people. We need to have as many people know us as possible. We need to expand our network. Are we together? Because as they say, your network determines your net worth. I can tell how much you make, how much you earn by the number of people that are around you. Are we together? So the second one is inviting. Are you able to get these people? Are you able to tell them that you have an opportunity? Now, don't struggle with this. There is nothing to do with convincing them. All we are saying, now you have people, when you start the business, already you have existing people in your phone, in your circle. So the invitation part is it is like starting a restaurant business today, and you go to the radio station and place an advert. That advert you are placing, it is inviting in network marketing. It is you opening a restaurant business today, and you put a signpost on the road, by the road side. That signpost there is invitation in network marketing. It is you getting into another kind of business. Let us say, maybe you are selling tomato, and you don't decide to go and put a signpost or advertise. You carry your tomatoes in the hand and you start going door to door. That kind of door to door, it is invitation in network marketing. Now, that is where too much money is hidden. And this is where people miss it. Are we together? People want to complicate it. If you are here and you are struggling, with invitation, today maybe this could be the training that you have been waiting for. So I encourage you, again, remind people who are not here, let them get in and let's have a sharing together. And trust me, after this session, your life will not be the same. And I'm going to help you become a better person in where you are having problem. Are we together? So then we have presenting. Now, presenting in many cases, when we just started this business, we are not actually the one who's doing the presentation. The uplines, the coaches, the mentors are doing this part for us. So you really don't put in too much work. There are already systems that are put in place that do the presentation on your behalf. We call them the third-party tools. Are we together? This could be the office presentation that takes place on a daily basis. This could be our Zoom sessions that takes place every day at 19 hours, 7 p.m., the presentation where we present your people. This could be a 2-on-1, you with your upline presenting to your prospect, meaning the upline is doing it. Either you could send a link. So in short, presenting really, it's not a big deal if someone just started this business. And then we have following up. Following up is simply updating the person about what's going on in what you showed them or what you invited them to see. Simple. No, you said you have something. There is something here. We have an event that has come up. I would love you to come over. I would love you to meet my upline, helping this person to make a right decision, something like that. That's following up. Are we together? Following up, keeping in touch, maintaining the relationship, helping this person know that actually your interest is not just making money out of them, but you genuinely, with the whole heart, want to help them, want to transform their life. Are we together? That process is called following up. And then we have what we call helping them helping them make a decision. That is what they normally tag as closing. Are we together? When somebody has joined the business, what do you tell them? They have seen the business. What do you tell them to help them make the right decision? What's the right decision? You want them to join your business. Then we have what's this? We have when they join. Now, getting them started right, it's a skill. It's an activity, money-making activity, okay? And then promoting events. Now, I want you to listen to me. When we join our business, we are not perfect in all these areas, okay? We are not really good. Your goal should be improving on a daily basis in all these areas, making sure that you are growing in all these areas. However, when you start the business, I, as your upline, I encourage you to focus majorly on 3 skills. Can you go in the chat room and type 3? I encourage you to put in your very first 90 days. I want you to focus on 3 skills, 3 activities. Put your whole heart in them. Whether you are doing this business part-time or full-time, whatever reason that made you join the business, I want you to make a decision to do intensive research and grow yourself and get into serious action in these 3 skills. The first one, number 1, wherever you are, if you were on the leadership training of yesterday, you are going to really connect to today's training and yesterday's training. So the first activity that I want you to really focus on, make sure that you are growing in it. Make sure you don't spend a day without getting into that particular activity, practicing it every single day. The first one is building relationship. What do I mean? Connecting with people every single other day. Don't be connect with people. Are we together? Connect with people, build a relationship, say hi to people, be friendly. Let your name list be adding contacts on a daily basis. Make sure the pipeline of new contact keeps. This has nothing to do with your upline. I give you as help. People who are coming in. Today I was talking to Tim Lilongwe in the morning, and I was telling them that, you see, ShopRite, what makes ShopRite make too much money, make too much sales, wherever you are. If you see an outlet of ShopRite, those guys make too much money. But what makes them too much money is because there are so many people who come in, and prospecting pipeline, it is too much, too big. Now, be intentional at building relationship, connecting with people. Let your name list grow every day. Just say hello to people. This has nothing to do that you are going to invite them. I just want you to be that kind of lifestyle person where you don't go through a day without saying hello, hi to somebody and befriending a new person. Number 2, invitation. Every single day, tell someone that you have an opportunity, because the billboard doesn't keep quiet. It even keeps talking at night, whether someone is there or not. The billboard will keep passing on the message. Are we together? We sleep, but radio stations don't sleep. We sleep, but TVs keeps playing adverts, because they believe there are people who don't sleep. and they will keep advertising to them. Are we together? We sleep, but signposts don't sleep. Are we together? So what am I trying to drive at? I want you to be like that kind of person. Create system and make sure that every single day as an individual, before you go to bed, I want you to count how many people have known that I have a business opportunity. How many people have known that I have an opportunity that can change their lives? How many people, please don't attach emotions. You know why people fail to get network marketing concept where it is because they attach emotions. Are we together? They attach emotions. So make sure you don't attach emotions. And last, going up, connecting with people, keeping in touch every single other day. Now, let me share with you something very important. Are we together? Something very important. Okay? Okay. We are not perfect. We are not, very good in all areas. There are areas I want you to identify in the beginning. There are some areas where you are going to be really very good. Probably you are good at bringing in contacts. You have people, you connect with people, but inviting is your problem. It happened to me when I started the business. Altogether, I really used to struggle with inviting. Okay, with inviting. Okay, now today my topic is centering on how to turn your weakness into strength. Okay, so let me share this tool that I had organized before you. I believe each and every one of us, we can see the screen. Ways on how one can turn their weaknesses into strength. Okay, one of the strengths is that you need to grow in this business is the ability to opportunity, because like Eric Ware says, if you cannot have people take a look at what you have, it didn't say if you cannot make people buy. Okay, Eric Ware didn't say if you cannot make people buy. He said if you cannot get people take a look at what you have, at your opportunity and product, then we can predict your future in network marketing. Are we together? So if one of your weaknesses is inviting, if one of your weaknesses is getting people take a look at the opportunity, if one of your weakness is communicating to the world that you have a better way, that you have a product, then I think you need to focus and work on that weakness and turn it into strength, because that is stealing money out of you. That is taking money out of your bank account, because every single other day, someone in M Global is inviting your friends and relatives. Whether you invite them or you don't invite them, that has nothing. And trust me, those relatives and friends that you don't invite, they are going to invite you at a certain point when they have been invited and they have been recruited by other people. Just the way you were invited by a stranger. If you were invited by a stranger, just like the way you were invited by a stranger will invite your friends. Let me tell you something. There are people who join this business and they say, me, I don't want to bother my friends. What would they think of me? What would they say of me? Let me tell you, there is someone in your circle who is aggressive enough to come to you and approach you and tell you, you know what, I have got a hot deal that will change our life, without even thinking about what you will think. And because they are your friends, you are going to join them because you believe in them. But you are here with an opportunity and you are saying, oh, what would they think of me? What would they think of me? Keep quiet, you will see what will happen. Someone is going to invite them, a total stranger will send them a message or give them a phone call, and they will show up at a conference, they will join the business, and before you know it, they are sending you messages to invite you to the same business that you have been in for over a month or and above. So if your weakness today, I'm majorly going to center on inviting. If your weakness today, it is getting people take a look at your opportunity, then that can be a very challenging weakness that we need to work on and see how best we can get you to that place where you can have people take a look at your opportunity. We each of us have our weaknesses, but that doesn't make us weak. Are we together? So first of all, don't accept it that you are weak. Some of us, when we have a weakness, we actually speak to ourselves weakness. Do you understand what I'm saying? When we identify a weakness that we have in us, we perceive ourselves as weak people. Having a weakness has nothing to do with your strength, and doesn't mean that you are weak. It just simply means that you are lacking growth in a certain area. Are we together? So don't despair, don't give up. There are many ways that we can turn those weaknesses into strength, and some of them, it is what we are going to actually majorly focus on. The first thing, key number one in turning your weakness into strength, is to face your fears. Ladies and gentlemen, we are always energizing and growing and nourishing our weaknesses the more we allow fear to overtake us. The more we accept, the more we overthink on how bad we are, the more we start believing that we are having a problem. Somehow we get so scared of what could happen. What if I invite people and they don't say yes? What if I invite people and they let me down? You know, you have all these unrealistic fears. Oh, this one and so joined. I invited this one and said no. I believe everyone will say no. The truth is, no one will ever start a business and everyone in this world will reject them. It has never happened. Even Satan has followers. What about you is promoting healthy and wealthy, an opportunity that change lives? Why do you think that everyone will say no? You are not looking for everyone bay down. So that unrealistic fear, you are scared. You have what we call, Les Brown fear as false evidence appearing real. The truth is, there is nothing like a fear but fear itself. Are we together? Face your fears. There is nothing. I like the story of Les Brown, where he was sharing. He said they were sleeping in a neighborhood. So there was a dog that used to chase him very much at night when he's back from work. It could bark at him and he runs away. Out together, he runs away. So he got so frustrated. For a long time, this dog used to do it every day. So he reached a point and he said, "No, this is too much." Out together, this guy here should stop disturbing me. And he stood, and when he started barking, he started running, chasing it. And then, to his surprise, he discovered that the dog had no teeth. Out together. After he chased it, he discovered that the dog that has been scaring him for a very long time, it had no teeth. It could not bite him. Out together. But for a long time, he was scared of it. Oh, what if it bites me? What if I die when it bites me? Out together. What are you scared of? What are you scared of? Who are you scared of? The people you are scared of are the people who are going to change your business. Let me tell you, people whom you are scared of are the people who most like the opportunity. If you go into the spiritual life, the truth is the devil came to steal. All together. When you think of a friend and say, I should invite these people, Satan will give you all reasons why you should not invite them. Will give you all reasons because he knows what will happen if they come. Probably they will join with 7 accounts. Maybe they will connect you to certain people. Some people by that way. They will not join your business, but just you exposing them to the idea, they will connect you to people that you never thought of. They will connect you to people that you could not access by yourself. But just because you exposed the idea to them, that was enough for them to say, you know what, you are my friend, and I know so and so. He has been laid off at his workplace, and he told me I should inform him if I come across an opportunity. And there you go, you've got a new champion. So what I'm trying to say, overcome your fears. If you are going to work on this area where You are no longer scared to say hello to somebody, to invite people. Let me tell you, you are going to be unstoppable, because this is one of the most limiting beliefs that people have. People are scared. Admit that you are afraid, and that is the first step. Decide how you can deal with it. Are we together with that fear? Are we together? In doing so, what you are going to do is you are going to be making a plan. You are being productive. Instead of letting your fears take you over, take a leap of faith and take over your fears. Go and do that thing that challenges you most. Are we together? Do something that makes you uncomfortable. Many of the time, the things that we fear most are the things that have what we want. All your dreams are on the other side of fear. What are you scared of? My mentor told me, if you are going to invite a president, the worst thing that the president will tell you is no. He will not imprison you because you invited them for an opportunity. Take a second and think about it. Are we together? The worst thing your relative, your spouse could say, it's a no. 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 And we have received the no's in other areas of life. Don't take it personal. Are we together? So you will likely find out that you can do more than you had ever thought, are we together, possible, and you'll enjoy yourself while doing it. Every time we challenge ourselves and step into our fears, we discover that we had this version that we didn't know about ourselves. You know, you can do something and you're like, wow, was that me? I thought I could not do that. Are we together? Let's say organizing your very first presentation. You say, you know what, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to invite people. I'm going to invite people. If I'm going to walk door to door, I'm going to do it. If I am going to send messages, I don't know which strategy you are going to use, but you just make up your mind that I'm going to organize a presentation. Okay, I'm going to organize my own presentation. I want to trust myself. I want to test my strengths, my ability. I want to test what I can do and say, for the first time, I am going to organize my first own presentation. I am going to invite people. If my other team members invite, my people have to be 90% in the presentation. Then you say, you know what, I am going to give it my best. Talk to your upline. Upline, come. Let me tell you, if you've never done it, after I do it, you are like, wow. So it happened. I thought these things are for uplines. I thought these things are for good executives. I would get what you are going to have a sense of satisfaction and fulfillment and a productivity, and you are going to start feeling a certain way that you've never felt before. Why? You have stepped into your fear. The second key is grow from your mistakes. No one is perfect. If you are human, you have made 1 or 2 mistakes. Are we together? But this is what we need to do. Life isn't about never making mistakes. It's about being able to grow from the ones we do make. Now, listen to me. If you have been in employment world, if you have been, all of us, we grow up, you know what they did to us, the parents and our lecturers, our bosses, what have they been programming you? If you are working right now, your boss doesn't want you to make a mistake. They scare you. They tell you if you make a mistake, you'll be fired. In school, they used to wipe you every time you made a slight mistake. Are we together? At home, your parents, they used to wipe you like no man's business. You didn't bath, they wipe you. You didn't clean the house, they wipe you. You didn't wash the dishes, they wipe you. So what have they done to us? They have programmed us that mistakes are very, very bad. And when you make them, you deserve to be punished. But I want to surprise you that in entrepreneurship, it's not the case. If you are in entrepreneurship and you are scared of making mistakes, then it's a wrong field for you. Because entrepreneurs, we are open to make mistakes because they are the greatest teachers we have. When you invite people today and no one shows up, don't start beating yourself. Don't start talking negative things about yourself and your opportunity. Sit down and do what we call a SWOT analysis. Oh, how did I invite? Did I use the right energy? Are we together? Okay, maybe my posture was not really that good. Did I respond to the person very well? Okay, did I invite enough people? What are you trying to do? You are doing a SWOT analysis. Then what can I do better? Okay, if I invited 10 people today, let me try again tomorrow with 30. Let me try. That is entrepreneurship. That is how we grow in business. And if you are in entrepreneurship and that you are still scared, my friend, you are still far. You are still far. If you are still scared of making mistakes, inviting and people don't show up. Sometimes you are going to invite people and they don't show up. Sometimes you are going to call people you expected turn up. Sometimes you are going to plan and organize your presentation and probably something don't go well. Are we together? Maybe you didn't present a certain part. Don't beat yourself. As long as you are consistent and you are able to learn from your mistake, let me tell you, you are going to be the best teacher, because no one is a great teacher that didn't make mistakes. We grow and learn from our mistake. The problem is doing the same thing over and over again, the same way, that is not giving you results. That one is what we call insanity. Are we together? So as long as you are willing to learn from your mistakes, you are a good student, because the mistakes are your best teachers. So ladies and gentlemen, if you are going to go out and say, I'm going to do a presentation, I'm going to invite, I'm going to prospect, okay? You know how many times, how long for the past 5 years, I've been sharpening the skill of prospecting and inviting. And I have started, I'm no longer the other person. I used to make mistakes. I used to prospect 10 people and no one gives me their number on Facebook or on social media. I used to send friend requests. I start messaging people, maybe 100 of them, and no one want to open my message. They open and they blue tick me. But at the stage I am at, because I have gone through mistakes and accepted to grow from them, my friend, I don't send messages to 10 people and I don't get a number. And I don't get a person who come to me himself. I just tell them, message me on this WhatsApp, and they come in my inbox crying. Oh, my friend, nice to meet you. What? But appointments are no longer so hard for me to set like years back. Why? Because I've grown. I've grown. So give yourself time to grow. But you are not going to grow if you are not practicing. If you are just training, and you are not practicing, after 5 months, you will remain the same. You need results. You need to make money. At the end of the month, you need to show bank statement that will inspire those people you said you are going to change your life. So go out there and tell people and accept that you make some mistakes in the beginning. What I want you to do, I don't discourage you from making mistakes. Are we together? I discourage you from making the same mistakes over and over. No, you need to grow to learn from them. Learn from your mistakes. Perceive them as lessons learned and growing pains. Are we together? Those scars that you are going to have, they are going to be the greatest lessons you will share with your team members. People rejected me. Let me tell you, I really faced so many rejections. People said things to me, and at a certain point I used to think, is this thing real? Will it work for me? Am I supposed to be in this place, or I'm just wasting my time? Are we together? All those negative thoughts, they are pumped in my head. That's why when I hear my champions come to me, Upline, people have discouraged me, I first of all smile in my heart and I say, I'm happy you have opened up. Because some people, when they get discouraged, they close up and they close forever. You stop seeing them. Are we together? But accept that you are going to make, this is a field that you have not studied. Even doctors, even teachers who went through courses, even lawyers, people who spent years in the university studying one topic, even at work, they make mistakes. What about you? You didn't study network marketing. You didn't go to the university to study network marketing. Why do you want to be perfect? You are not going to be perfect. You're going to invite people and they will say no to you. Why do you expect everyone to say yes to you? Who are you? Even Christ was rejected. You are human. Accept that people are going to say no and allow yourself to grow. Be a student of the process. Treat every occasion and every incident as a learning process. Anything that hurts you can teach you, and if it keeps hurting you, it's because you haven't learned from it. Are we together? When you keep inviting people and they are not showing up, and you keep inviting and they are not showing, then it means there is something you are doing wrong. You have not yet sat down to evaluate, do SWOT analysis, to evaluate your invitation, your message you are inviting, your script that you are using on the phone call, your voice projection. Maybe your posture is very down. I would get that probably you have not consulted from a good upline who is good at inviting. Somehow, somewhere, you are not doing what is right. I would get that. And if you don't change, if you don't learn, until you learn from it, you are going to keep hurting yourself. You will keep hurting yourself. Imagine you are walking on the road and you knock yourself on a rock. You go, you come back and you hit yourself on the same rock. What does that mean? It means you didn't acknowledge where the rock was to say, let me change the route. Let me adjust. Let me skip it. Let me jump it. I will get something like that. Embrace your discomfort. Recognize that what makes you feel uncomfortable. For example, ladies who wear high heels, they feel uncomfortable. Some feel uncomfortable wearing them. I will together. What is that makes you uncomfortable? Oh, what makes me uncomfortable is to invite, is to make a cause out together. Maybe you are saying, okay, for me, my discomfort is making calls. I prefer sending a text message. So I want you to grow in that area in the beginning as you are working on your area of discomfort out together. But what I want you to know is that success is hidden in your discomfort. Those things that makes you feel uncomfortable. Success is not in the comfort zone. No. If you are going to achieve success, you need to get out of the comfort zone. You need to get out of the comfort zone. An ego has to crack its wings off and hit the beak on the lock for it to do what? To survive. That process is very painful, but it comes with life. So certain things that makes us uncomfortable, they are the things that we need. You don't like calling people. I encourage you to start calling, start challenging yourself out together. Start challenging yourself. And eventually you are going to become a better person. The last point is celebrate your strength. You are an original, an individual out together, a masterpiece. Celebrate that. Don't let your uniquenesses make you shy. Don't be someone other than the wonder you are out together. Every star is important to the sky. If you are your strength is let us say your strength is I want to use a very good example for you. Your strength, let us say your strength is to make calls, and you really like people who send text messages. Don't shut down your, celebrate them. Go out there and show what your uniqueness is. We are all made in a unique way. Out together. So I want you to, as you are still working on your strengths, your weaknesses, to become better, very better, very great, and an amazing leader, you have to acknowledge your strength and pour them out to the world. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to mark the end of our training. I want you to go out there and invite and become an inviter inviting magnet. Be someone who is irresistible. When you call, they come. Are we together? Be someone that is irresistible. No one can resist your invitation. And like I always encourage you people, don't take your business for granted. Take your business like a multi-billion-dollar business and pray for it. Are we together? I can give you trainings. I can give you what I have learned in my experience. But I want you to know one thing, that your business was given to you by God, and He can give you the people that you are looking for. Don't doubt yourself. Go out there and tell the world that I have a better way. He is going to bring the people that you need. You don't need everyone. You need a few people who see what you see, and the rest will become story. Thank you very much. I love you so, so much. May God bless you all. This has been your upline, Shraf Kasinde. We are coming. I was coming to you from Lilongwe. I believe you have learned one or two things from tonight's sharing. Don't take your business for granted. I'm happy and grateful that you have been here from the very beginning up to this far. Ladies and gentlemen, that will mark the end of my sharing tonight. I encourage every single one of you. All right. Yes, I see I have a few minutes. Let me give this chance to you. In case you have some questions concerning invitation, I would love to hear from you tonight. I will be able to answer 2 or 3 questions, then I'll close. 2 or 3 questions concerning invitation. You can unmute yourself and ask me. I don't see many people in this Zoom, meaning we did not promote the event properly. Ask questions. I would love to hear from you. I would love to hear from you. Do you know that inviting is what you need to be successful? It is the biggest key in network marketing, the ability to have people take a look at the business. You know, when I ask something on Zoom and people don't respond, it's a big sign that people are not following my training. It's a big sign that they are in other things. So I hope this is not true on this particular session. Can everyone go and type 2? Can you all go and type 2 if you can hear me? Yes, Mama Stella.
I want to ask Gabby.
Yes.
If when you invite someone several times and they keep saying they keep confirming.
Yes.
They confirm and they don't show up. Next time you invite them, they confirm. They don't show up again, and they just say, something came up. Do you keep only inviting that person, or just leaving?
Okay, wonderful. Thank you very much. Those are the kind of questions I love hearing on inviting. Okay, first of all, Mama Stella, thank you so much for asking on behalf of everyone. I believe everyone has gotten this scenario. If you really invite, there are people that you've been inviting and they keep confirming, but they don't turn up. What I will say is that you can give them a break, not a very long break. This break could be a 90 days break. Okay, not very long. Of course, keep your relationship, your normal relationship, your mutual one, not the business one. You know, hi, how are you? You know, check on them. And then after some time, invite them back again for the presentation. The biggest one thing that you should never do is to remove them from your list. Don't remove someone on your list for whatever reason. They said no, they insulted you, and so on and so forth. Never remove them on your list. Remember, Mama Stella, you are the one who trains about follow-up. If you read the book of Following Up, in that book we learn that follow-up is all about joining network marketing, it's timing. Timing matters a lot. A person who is saying no to you, a person you are inviting and they are not turning up, chances are high they are in comfort zone. Chances are high their life doesn't need the opportunity now. It's okay. Someone is a bank manager and probably they are really, really doing well. They don't see a reason why they should come to you. If you really, maybe probably your invitation as it is talking about finances, they don't see a reason why they should come and attend your presentation. But you never know what happens in life. Something hits the person, and as long as you are still there, you will be the first person to come on their mind. Maybe the boss lies or them off. Maybe that the boss insults them. Insults them and they are like, wow, master, she says where she's working, there is freedom. She decided what to do. No one is insulting her at the work. Before you know it, the time you call her, or maybe she will call her, she will call you herself or himself. Why? The timing has come. We don't take Panadol when we are not feeling pain. Out together. We don't take Panadol when we are not feeling pain. So don't try to drag people to join at your timing. It's very important. Sometimes because we need rent at home, when we are inviting, we put rent in our head. And we think that everyone is going to come and join the time when we need money. So what happens when they don't say yes to the opportunity, when they don't say yes to our invitation, we attach emotions and we start feeling like they hate us, they don't care, they don't love us. No. Please don't hate people. Don't build issues with your people. They are human beings. They have power. They can decide what they want and what you should never do is to burn the bridge. Keep a healthy relationship with the person. If you see that they are not interested in the business at this point, keep them. If they are your friends in life before him global, continue with your previous relationship, maintain it, and one day things will change. You give them an invitation and they will say yes and you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. So I hope I've helped you, Mama Stella. That is what I can say. Any other question, please? Please utilize this opportunity. I remember in my business, I never got a chance upline to tell me, asking me about inviting. I was always the one asking, hey, upline. So today I'm relaxed. I want to hear from you and I want to help you. Some of you, it's not that you can't make money. The problem is you lack knowledge. That is it. It's not that you don't have contacts. It's not that but somehow, somewhere, you don't know how to do it. Okay. I need one more question from a top earner, from a person who wants to be a global ambassador. Global ambassadors, people who have that burning desire to be top earners, they will never be without questions. Always. Always. They will have something they will ask you about their business. Airplane. I've been with Dr. Jairus. I know what I am talking about. It's a character for top earners. It's a habit. Imagine I can't meet areas and I don't have questions for him. Okay. Anyway, if there are no questions, Coach Elizabeth, you have? Michael Billy.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Mike.
I have a simple question here, of course. By the way, is there a simple system of invitation, more especially in the team, which we can utilize for inviting people, which you could really share this time?
Mike, where are you talking from, Mike? Where are you from?
Lilongwe.
Okay. Yeah, so your question is can you paraphrase it again?
Okay, I'm asking, like, is there a simple system of inviting people? I mean by the team itself, where we can just invite people, and using that simple system, we could have a lot of people to see the business if it's available.
Okay, Michael, first of all, I would love to know, are you doing the business full-time or part-time?
Okay, like right now I'm doing full-time.
Okay.
Exactly.
You are
but
working
mostly I do part-time. Mostly I do part-time.
You are working from Central City?
Nah, I do go to Crown.
You do go to Crown.
Yes.
Okay, first of all, Mike, I believe that at Crown there is a system, because when you are, I believe leaders who are at Crown, there's a system that they use to invite people to the presentations. Okay, some of the systems we have already had in place. It's the system of sending text messages, which has really proved that it works. There is a common message that you ask your upline, which message do you use to send people, my close relatives, my warm market, and then the cold market strangers, which message do you use? Your upline can share you that message easily. All you need to do is have the contacts and forward this message. Then your upline still sit down with your upline or her and hear from him or her how he respond to those phone calls when people call back, something like that. If you are at the office or at that's the system that we really use to invite the known one, sending a message, and then you do what? You follow up with a phone call. So if you are asking about systems where everyone is doing, it's that one. It has been proved and tested by all top earners that text messaging, it is the easiest way. Even today, if you just send a message to your close friend, hi, how are you? Can I have a short, quick meeting tomorrow with you for just 30 minutes? There's something hot. There's a hot deal in town that I would love to share with you. What you should always avoid in inviting is to do a presentation during the process. Never be tempted to present during the presentation. Always keep it simple and short. That is the best way. So that's what I can say about that. All right, thank you very much. This is going to mark the end of our training. Tomorrow, let us be here in time. Invite massively. We shall have a very powerful trainer to give us more tips and the knowledge about inviting. So thank you very much. May God bless you. We meet tomorrow, same time, same link. Bye-bye for now.